remember taking that. 3 next, shame on the 3.
Here lies young, getting paid. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm a gang, cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. For my, strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like they're warning. Watch them.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're the final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Rolling. Go. Hey, go down. Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Locke looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting a nothing game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 20.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tannehill. That's complete to Darboh. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On the crossing route, complete. That's Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Locke. To Decker over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle, here it's Hilton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing is Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Luck. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10, Luck again. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. Decker, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Drake. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. He's to the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Colts getting ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom...
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We're walking. We're all walking. Good. Lady. Hey.
The pitch out to Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the toss play, this is Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let it roll, let it roll. 11 V. 12.
To throw is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Tackle made there by Ray Malaluga, the linebacker. Now it's Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Wait.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Tannehill throwing again. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the toss, it's Gore. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our... Tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Going deep, he's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play, Tannehill to Parker, 41 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Deep, deep, deep. Tag. Deep. Go.
Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Locke, and that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he's got room. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 50, it's Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run with Hines. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Locke. It's complete to Grant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all.
Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock is Luck. Buying time to his left. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Dolphins have got it. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Danico Autry busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Luck. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll try and start the drive here with goal. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Luck. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Third and 2, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, obviously, that has declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry.
Not rebounding right here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. On first down, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Drops it underneath to Gore. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tannehill now Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Right. Hey, 20.
Again, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Target.
To the air again, Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run. It's Drake.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He's got that one complete to Darboh. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Tannehill on 1st down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Then Amendola with a catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Right side, there's Decker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First down, it's gone. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
To Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
We both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami,